YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Antha Barber coming back at you with another haircut tutorial slash first impression. I'm going to be doing a mid skin fade and giving you my first impression of the Wahl Cordless Legend. Stay tuned. Alright, so I'm going to jump into my first step and complaint. So my first step is going to be coming in with my Wahl 1.5 premium guard. And I'm going to come in with the lever closed, and I'm just going to try to remove the bulk and give a good clean even cut on top. This is going to be my client's desired length. And like I said, I'm going to also give you my first complaint about this clipper, and it's the way that it removes bulk. And clearly we could all see that I'm not removing a whole lot of hair on top, but it's struggling just to remove the hair that is there. Alright, so now that that's done, I'm going to jump into my second step and second complaint, but I'm going to start with my second step first. So right here I'm coming in with my clipper with the lever fully closed, and I'm creating my first guideline, which is going to be my bald guideline. This clipper is zero gapped, and I'm setting my bald guideline in right now with the lever fully closed because I want to see how close does this clipper actually cut. And I gotta be honest with you guys, I'm not impressed at all. I have other Wahl clippers that cut extremely well, and I'm able to create my bald guideline with them and jump right in with my foil shaver. And I'm not gonna be able to do that. I'm gonna have to follow this step up with another one. Alright, so here's the step that I was trying to avoid, but I'm not going to be able to. So I'm going to come in with my trimmer, and I'm just going to knock down all the hair in this guide that my clipper was not able to. And when I get towards the top of that guideline, I am using a slight flick out motion because I don't want to set anything in heavy with the trimmer that I know this clipper is going to struggle to remove. Alright, now that that's done, I'm going to jump in with my foil shaver just to make this extra crispy. And I'm going to go ahead and completely bald out that guide that was created. And just like with the trimmer, I'm going to go ahead and use that flick out motion as I get towards the top of that guideline, because I want to demonstrate a nice, clean, smooth transition from completely bald to stubble, because later that's going to help this blend pop. Alright, so now that my guide's balded out, I'm going to go ahead and come in with my clipper with the lever fully open, and I'm going to go ahead and create my next guideline. I gotta be honest again, and I'm playing everything in real time so you guys could see that I'm just giving you my honest opinion, and you know, you could see for yourself, if you will. Again, that's why I'm running everything in real time. And I feel like it doesn't cut clean with the lever open, closed. I don't know, I just can't get this clipper to cut clean for me. I'm being honest. So I created my guideline with that lever fully open. Now I'm gonna close my lever and begin from the bottom of this guideline to start to blend up. So little by little, as I work my way up, you're gonna see that I slightly open my lever just a little bit more, and every time I go up, you're gonna notice that that guide moves up with me, and that's what's supposed to happen. And by the time I get towards the top of this guideline and my lever's fully extended, the guide should be completely blended out. However, you could see that it's already leaving lines in my blend, and I'm having to backtrack my work already. And immediately from the jump, I noticed that with that lever fully closed, it struggled to remove any cutting that I did with the trimmer. If you remember the step that I was trying to avoid, right? And that tells me that even with this clipper fully zero gapped, it's never going to be able to remove that bald guideline, at least for myself. And honestly, there's too many red flags for me already when it comes to this clipper. I'm taking way too long already to blend out just this little section that I'm in. It should be lever closed, lever midway, lever fully open, guide completely blended out. I mean, it's that simple. And I'm struggling, and I struggled from the beginning when I created the guideline, because I felt like it didn't cut the hair like it should have. And right here I'm demonstrating the other side, so you could see that I took the same exact steps around his whole head, and I used this clipper for the whole cut. And again, right here you could see lever fully closed. I'm trying to, erase that bald guideline, and you could see that it left a guide right underneath where I just came in, and that's more work. That's creating more work for me, and I don't want to have to come back and remove any guideline when I have other clippers that cut amazingly and don't leave me struggling. Alright, so now I'm going to jump into my next step, and I'm going to come in with my Wahl #1 premium guard with the lever fully open. And I'm not necessarily creating another guideline. I'm just taking this one fully open right to the roundabout of his head, and it shouldn't leave any disconnect from this one fully open to that 1.5 with the lever closed. Now I'm gonna go ahead and close my lever and try to knock out this guideline that we see. And this clipper supposedly opens up to a 1. I gotta be honest, I held my Wahl clippers side by side, and to me it doesn't look like it opens that much more. However, on the lever it does feel like it extends a lot more, and the size of my hands actually struggle with bringing that lever back in. And I actually, not only did I create like a little blood blister or something, but it already ruptured, because I've tried to give this clipper an honest chance even after this haircut. And yeah, so anyways, that one with the lever fully closed, it wasn't able to remove that guideline. So right where I just pointed out, that's the guide that I'm going to remove, and I'm removing it using the half guard, the guard that I'm supposed to be able to not have to use, because this lever opens to a 1 from fully closed. But that's a lie. So here I am with my half guard, Old Faithful, and I'm coming in with my lever fully open, and I'm attacking right above the weight that I see, and I'm working my way down, and I'm going to use that fade down process to remove this guideline. And again, I gotta complain, because even with my lever fully closed with this half guard, I wasn't able to remove that guideline. So I don't know if I'm just not using this correctly, because it may open up a little more than I'm used to, but I'm just not noticing it, so my measurements are off. But I gotta be honest, as someone who absolutely loves Wahl, it breaks my heart to even say this, but I'm not impressed with this clipper at all. And the only thing that, to be real, the only thing that I like about this clipper is that it reminds me of my first Wahl Magic cordless clip. That's the only thing that I like so far about it, because it has that feel to it. And some people would say that feels cheap. And you know, I wouldn't say you're wrong for saying that, because I have other Wahl clippers that feel a lot more solid and a lot more well put together. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and just slightly line up my client's edges. He doesn't get a lineup in front. I have used him as a hair model before. You guys always roast him in the comment section, like, why don't he get a lineup? Why don't he get a lineup? And he just doesn't. That's just his preference, and that's what I'm looking to give him. And matter of fact, shout out to my client for letting me film this. And so right here, I'm doing detail work, and I'm coming in with my Wahl metal magic clips. And right here, you could see that this clipper is doing everything that I wanted that Wahl cordless legend to do. And I'm using the same exact steps. I'm not switching anything up. And this clipper is just getting it done. And the only thing that was shitty was I had to basically give my client a whole other haircut to get everything to look presentable enough to get out the chair, because that Wahl cordless legend left, I don't know, it left me not feeling confident to do my detail work with it, for one, and it left me a lot of work to detail, for two. So right here, I'm just going ahead and I'm just doing all my detail work, and I'm showing you that I had to go around and do it through the whole head. You could see right now, if you look at that bald guideline, it looks like he has a chili bowl. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that fade down process from that one guard with the lever open all the way to no guard with the lever closed. And I also wanted to just take this time real quick to just say thank you everybody who's reached out to me. A lot of you guys know that I'm kind of going through something right now. And although I'm trying to get active again here on YouTube, I'm getting ready to have to take a break because I have surgery February 3rd. And I'm kind of nervous, but I feel like God got me. And I just want to say thank you everybody for all the really positive comments, for the prayers, for all of it, man. Your support means more to me than I could ever say. So I just wanted to say thank you. So here's a look at the final cut. If you got anything useful out this, I ask that you smash that like button. If you're new to my channel, I suggest you stick around. It's only going to get doper from here. I appreciate y'all. Be blessed and be a blessing. I'm out.